Hey you guys, I guess y'all probably thought y'all weren't gonna get a blog post or a video this month, but psych. I hope you didn't think that I was gonna leave my main chick for my side chick. No ma'am, I still am keeping my blog going even though I have the podcast on the side. Everything is still gonna be up and running per usual. I'm just a little late, that's all. But for today, I kind of just wanted to give you guys a little bit of encouragement. I don't really have too much to talk about, but I was just kind of noticing on social media and Instagram specifically, I keep seeing this post. It's like a text post, and it says like something to the effect on one hand I'm proud of myself, but on the other hand I keep telling myself I need to do more. And I've seen it like over and over again. Like a bunch of different accounts have posted this same meme. And it's relatable, relatable content. But at the same time, I just feel like that line of thinking is unhealthy. And this is why. So I know that we all have our ventures, the things that we do on the side, or maybe we do them full time. And a lot of us, have been up and running for a while, and some of us are still just getting started. But I think what's unhealthy about the idea that, you're proud of yourself, but you still feel like you need to be doing more is that you never give yourself a chance to celebrate the wins. And it doesn't matter how big or small they are, you still have to celebrate each and every one of your accomplishments. On my podcast, Strong Friend Check-In, you can listen on SoundCloud. The link is probably still in my bio on Instagram. But on the podcast, I introduced a new segment called Congratulations Are in Order. And the reason I did that was because my therapist actually got on to me about not celebrating my accomplishments. Even just yesterday when we had a session, she had to tell me again, listen, you've got to start giving yourself credit for the things that you do. And it's really hard for me and probably hard for a lot of other people, because it's like every time you reach a certain milestone, it's like, okay, I got that done. Like, okay, I've done that. Now I gotta move on to the next thing. And it's just like you keep moving on to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And you never pause. You never pause. You never reflect. You never even give yourself the opportunity to be proud of yourself. And that's not healthy. That's not okay. And I'm preaching to myself just as much as I'm preaching to you. Like, it's not okay. And then it's like in those moments that you get really down on yourself and you feel like, I'm not doing enough, or I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. It makes it even worse because you haven't acknowledged anything that you have done. And so all you can do is sit in that little miserable space feeling like I'm not good enough, so and so is doing this, so and so does this better than me, and you keep comparing yourself to other people, never stopping to think like, I'm pretty badass. This is what I've done. I did this, that, the third. And you just never do that. And that is going to cause a lot of anxiety, a lot of disappointment in the long run. Trust me. Even for me, like what I've decided that I'm going to do from here on out, and it's never too late to make a change, but I'm going to get myself a little jar, probably a little mason jar, they sell them everywhere, and I'm gonna start writing all of my accomplishments, big or small, on like little scraps of paper. I'm gonna fill that jar up with those, so it can be a visual representation of everything I've accomplished this year. And it doesn't even have to be, oh, you were consistent with your blog, you started a podcast. It can be the smallest things, like you're continuing to go to therapy, you're continuing to improve. All of those things that on those days where you feel like, I just ain't shit, I ain't never gonna be shit, because let's be honest, we all have those thoughts, unfortunately. I can go in that jar and I can sift through every little thing that I've done to remind myself, like, nope, Everything's okay. I'm on the right track. I'm doing well, and I just have to keep going. Because you have to encourage yourself. Please don't depend on other people, the world, society, your friends, your family, whoever, to uplift you. You have to do it yourself. You have to be your own biggest cheerleader. And that's something that I've struggled with for a while. Like, it makes me feel really good to hear people say they're proud of me. It makes me feel really good that people connect with the work that I'm doing. But if I don't feel good about what I'm doing at the end of the day, if I don't feel like it's meaningful, then I'm going to stop. I'm gonna stop. So at the end of the day, it all has to start with me. I can't do this for anyone else but me. I mean, of course, like, I want to be a resource to other people. I want to share my story with the world, but it comes back to me. I have to want to do this. I have to feel proud of myself. I have to feel happy with my work. And external validation isn't going to help that if I don't feel good. So in those moments that I don't, I have to bring it on back and just remind myself. You have to remind yourself daily, like literally daily, that you're a bad bitch. You do. Even if you're a guy, you're a bad bitch too. Bitch is gender neutral. But yeah, you have to literally remind yourself every single day, because there's so many different factors that make you feel like you're not. And like I said, comparison is one of them. And comparing is what we do naturally, but of course in the world we live in with social media and everybody posting their highlight reel and never their struggles, like, we compare ourselves to everybody and everything, and it's unhealthy. Like I keep saying over and over, it's unhealthy. So in order to bring some healthiness back into our lives, you have to remember, you have to document everything, and you have to celebrate your wins. Like, I don't care what they are. I don't care if your win for the day was opening your eyes and just putting your feet on the floor and getting out of bed. That's a win, because everybody wasn't able to do that this morning. Some people physically couldn't do that this morning. Like, I don't care what it is, you have to celebrate yourself. And another thing, my therapist has been telling me lately, because this is something that I guess I didn't really realize I had an issue with, but it's just like, now that you bring it up, I'm a microwave type person. And what that means is, people say all the time we live in a microwave society and everybody wants things like this, like instant gratification. And I didn't realize I was one of those people until, I'd be talking to her in a session and she'd be like, okay, yeah, you're doing a good job, you're on track, but you do realize that things take time, right? And I'm just like, yeah, you right. And I didn't realize I was that type of person. And she would tell me, don't despise small beginnings. And that's something that I'm trying to carry with me in my spirit, like every day, is don't despise small beginnings. I think that's a Bible verse. She told me it was in the Bible. I'm saved and sanctified, but I can't exactly tell you where that is in the Bible. But good old Google, you can look that up. But to her point, a lot of the things that I do, blogging, podcasting, this is still small time. This is definitely still small time. And I'm not going to say that I'm not visible. I'm not going to say that people don't know who I am, because they do. But I have not yet made the impact that I desire to make with any of my work. And that's okay. I have only been blogging for a year and a half. It'll be 2 years in December. I just started a podcast. I'm recording episode 4 tomorrow. So it's just like, why would I think it would be realistic for me to have blown up by now? Like, in what world does that happen? And I'm not saying, we don't have our viral sensations and such these days, but that's not an everyday occurrence. Things take time. Good things take time. And right now I'm in a season of building. And I've built a lot. I have sown so many seeds. And my therapist, I love her so much because she does a great job of being able to show me where I've made these improvements and where I created opportunities for myself. And I just think about now how I'm almost living the life I want to live. Still employed 9 to 5, we gonna change that one day. But again, small steps. But other than that, I really have manifested the life that I want. I have created certain opportunities for myself. I have done everything so far that I've said that I wanted to do. And the fact that I'm consistent with those things, the fact that I take great care of them, I really enjoy and care about what I do, that shows. That definitely shows. And I have to give myself credit for that. I have to give myself that credit. And you have to give yourself the credit as well. I know that we all probably have big dreams, and that's fantastic. But, even if you're small time right now, you're still doing what needs to be done. And that's what's important. You're still doing the work. And big time won't happen unless you do the work. So, I just thought I would give you guys a little bit of encouragement because yesterday's session really did help me out a lot, especially in a time where I was slightly down on myself. But yeah, you guys, don't despise small beginnings and keep track of all your wins. No matter how insignificant you think they are, they still matter. And just keep going. Don't compare yourself to other people. I know that's hard. I know that's hard. I know it. But you are you. Nobody can do what you do like you do. That's important. Please keep that in mind. And yeah, guys, just keep going. Whatever you're doing, just keep persevering. Like, you're gonna make it to whatever destination it is that you want to make it to one day if you stay on the course. So that's all I got. Subscribe to the blog, please, por favor. And follow and listen to Strong Friend Check-In. You can find that on SoundCloud. But that's all I got. Hope you guys have had a great week so far, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.